Hello and welcome back, everybody. We are trading the NASDAQ this morning. Just kind of wanted to come through and touch on how to pass these accounts. We recently just got two of them funded. Then we went and traded FOMC and made some very emotional decisions. And nonetheless, to say those accounts are gone. But the important part is we did pay ourselves. Um, so we're going to come through and make a series here and going to get to where we're going to be copy and paste trading these 50Ks. So today is the first day. We're going to look to wait for this macro time frame coming up here. I do have some inefficiencies already targeted out on higher time frames, but just to kind of give you an idea. But let's see here. We're going to try a quick scalp coming into these lows here. You see we rebalance this inefficiency here, ripped up, see if this holds. We gotta sweep the
Order
lows.
filled.
We are gonna put our stop at the body, and let's see if we don't run these lows. Very nice. Tightening up the stop a little bit here. Stop to break even. Risk-free trade. Secure a little bit more here, just below the lows. And see if we get a flush to full TP here.
Order filled.
Absolutely beautiful. So let's just go through, and I'm just going to kind of show you what I was seeing. So right here we have a lot of engineered liquidity here, right? And so you see naturally we go, and the first thing that we did on New York Open is go sweep the highs, right? So knowing that, you're putting yourself in a high probability setup. So after we went and swept the highs, what did price do? We went back, we rebalanced the inefficiency, we continued to rip, we swept highs again, and what we simply played was a retest back to inefficiency. Now, when we're playing this retest back to inefficiency, you want to see here, really focus on if the body on the shorter time frame on your inefficiency that you have marked out is the body of that candle closing above or below consequent encroachment. That's usually going to be very telling as to where you're going to want to go. And that's exactly what, I mean, you see here. Just to kind of give you guys a visual. There's a small one here. Okay. Here's a small one here. That one went and got filled. And if you really, you could have went through and targeted, a couple of these just as potential points. You know what I mean? This doesn't mean that you're going to have price fling right out and all of a sudden just go here. These are just some inefficiencies that we have marked out that we could see price go back to and rebalance to. We had FOMC yesterday. We had the Federal Reserve come through and say that they're going to cut interest rates by half a percentage, which again, we all know is kind of caca because it's not going to stop this economy from entering tough times that we have coming, I believe. Um, but I think it's also going to kind of make inflation a little bit worse. So if you were watching the markets yesterday after the Fed came out and did the 50 basis point rate cut, it sent gold to a record high. And then I also did read a report, and I'm not a huge follower of how the dollar is reacting to the market. I'm really, really just locked in to the Nasdaq. I'm not going to lie, focusing on more green tech sectors and areas of that. But anyway, yeah, that was really clean. But yeah, we're just sitting here watching price. I'm over here getting caught up. Anyway, so yeah, we're done for the day. We hit target. I think we did absolutely excellent here on the trade. Got marked out. Um, and a big thing that we're trying to focus on and what I want to show you guys is how to make progress, how to go and obtain that next level. Um, and just stick it to the system, man. You got to be real with yourself. You got to come to the market every day with a fresh mind. You've got to put the losses behind you. You've got to recognize what are the things that are holding you back. What are the bad habits that you're trying to get through every single day? What is it? What mindset? How when you come into the markets and you're about to place a trade, how do you feel? Are you confident in your setup? Do you really know what you're seeing? Um, those are all things you got to be real with yourself and ask yourself. So on this journey that we're going to go ahead and do, I'm going to have this 50K up, and then next week we're going to go ahead and get another one. Um, so granted, everything falls into place. We'll have this one funded, and then we're going to go ahead and add another one. We just had two funded. Um, Took a nice little payout. Um, and so we're going to go ahead and copy and paste trade, something we haven't done before. So ideally, we're going to look to get this up to 450Ks by month out. But to start, definitely within this week's end and the next following week, we're going to go ahead and have two of these 50Ks copy and paste trading. Um, yeah, yeah. So that's really all I've got today for guys. So again, all we played was watch New York Open. We waited for us to come into a macro time frame here from 9:50 to 10:10, as I did discuss um, in my last video. And so you see here, very clear, we had some inefficiencies that were sitting out here before we opened up into New York. Um, right about 30 minutes before New York Open, we come through, we sweep the highs, then you get us right at that 9:30 candle. We go right back to the inefficiency on the 1 minute time frame. Perfect, 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 perfect. And then we pounce right out of there. And you go now, look, just what I was talking about with the wicks and your bodies closing on the scalp. What did the body not do? We did not close into consequent encroachment, and we shot up. And you go back through, we retest it again. What did this candle flushed right through, right through. So the moment that you're seeing that this body closed out, or your body just flew past consequent encroachment, it's very telling that price is going to continue to propel that way. But you see what did we have here? We had some sell side resting right here. We go and sweep the lows, right? And she bounced right back. Um, and so again, these are just very, very minute, nothing crazy, nothing big. This is not anything that somebody who's in this space and has been doing this a long time wouldn't know. Um, but this is all it is. We are trading price with an algorithmic formula. This is reading price at a PhD level. So all you're simply doing is understanding the behavior of price. What is it doing? Understanding why price is moving. The big reasons that price is moving. Seeking liquidity, rebalancing to inefficiencies. These are staples of price. Um, but yeah, and again, so we will be definitely a lot more active here in the next coming videos. We did go and visit some family this past week, so I took a little bit of a vacay. I had a lot of hard work went into growing those 50Ks. Very, very proud of myself. Very, very proud of where I've come in this journey. The fact that I've been able to pay myself handsomely as of late has been amazing. Even though that the accounts have been short-lived right after the payouts, I've blown them immediately, but I wear that on my sleeve, and I know exactly why I lost those accounts and what habits led to that. So that's why I broadcast this journey, is so we can all see and learn, and y'all get to come and tune in every day and watch what I'm creating. And I do appreciate it. Thank you guys so much for showing support. All of you who have joined my group, who have tapped in, who are learning every day, who are coming in and posting their trades, who are trying to better themselves. I can't say thank you enough. And that's truly what you're doing when you sign on and subscribe to this kind of stuff. It's so much more than just a market. You're coming here to quite literally become a better human being and become efficient in every single way and every facet of your life. Um, it's truly, truly life changing. Um, it's so much more than money. And there's so many people out there, oh, it's gambling, oh, it's this, it's, oh my God, I mean, they have no idea. They have no idea, and it's okay. Let it be that way. But you know what you're trying to do here. You know, we have people here that are trying to break all-time levels of um, not only spiritual but physical levels of life for their family, to break generational curses, to go and better themselves every day, to be the first to create the space that allows their family to be able to do whatever it is that they want to do, because that's all we're here to do. All trying to make a better life for ourselves, and what's the best way that I can do that? What's the most efficient way that I can provide? What's the most efficient way that I can create a platform and a financial wall around my family that is impenetrable? Um, and you know, the same people that'll sit here and tell you that this stuff is a risk are the same people sitting there working a job for 40, 50 years, are the same people stuck in a 9 to 5 they wish they could get out of but never will because it's too risky, right? So, understand who's around you, understand your group, understand what you're trying to obtain, and understand what sacrifices you have to make to get and to be the person that you want to be. I think we all know that answer. Um, and one of my favorite sayings that I always live by is that the work, or rather the answer you are looking for, is hiding in the work you're avoiding. You know, and that really resonates with me. So this is what we're going to continue to do, what we're going to continue to show and continue to educate. And just for those, as a little basis point to start out, in case you have absolutely no fucking idea what I'm talking about right now. This is the NASDAQ. This is QQQ. This is the index of QQQ. QQQ consists a lot of your giant tech companies. I love trading QQQ. Its nickname is NASCrack, as you can see why. Prices just an absolute ball. Love to trade it. It moves absolutely beautiful. It scratches my brain. Um, But what this is and what I'm providing, this is TopStep. Okay, this is a proprietary firm, and they allow you to come in and purchase these 50, 100, and 150K accounts for $50, $100, and $150. No, I am not affiliated with TopStep. I am not making any money with them. I do not have any partnership with them. Um, so with that being said, this allows you to leverage a small amount of cash up front, and if you are a consistent, profitable trader, then it allows you to pay yourself. I will do take note that the process to come in here and get paid can be rather lengthy, but with that being said, I almost don't even want to touch on that because of the amount of people that try and rush profitability. With me not preaching to the choir and raising my hand, I've been one of those people. Um, so it's a process, but understand you're here to come in and make money every day and make a good trade every day. That's your goal as a trader. Well, I'm going to come into the market with good habits, and I'm going to come and find my setup and execute on my setup the best way possible. So with that being said, you can come through, you can go to TopStep, you can get $50, put it in there, you get a 50K account. If you make 3K, you get the account funded. At that point, if you make at least 5 winning trades for the day, as in 5 winning days of $200 or more, at that point you can then pay yourself out half of the money that is in that account. So, and on top of that, you do have a $150 activation fee. So you look at it all in, you're $200 into the account. Ideally, you could pay yourself roughly anywhere between $500 and $1,000 um, relatively fast. So, pardon me. That being said, you know, I was heavy in options. I've been doing options for, 3.5 years, and I just got around to paying myself really, really good in options about 2 years ago. And I was like, man, I started hearing about these prop firms, and I was like, wow, you can leverage less money and make more money. And um, I think it is that, but it definitely um, can be a lot on your mind because it can be a lot of work for a lot of nothing, and it takes people a very, very long time to come in here and get accustomed to markets and how they move. And what it's like to get your account up to $50 from being funded and then you turn around and blow it, or there's so many instances that just can absolutely devastate people, but you've got to switch your gear out of wanting to get funded. Forget that. It's not the ideology. Is you want to come into this market every single day and execute like an absolute ninja every day. Every day you're coming in and practicing those good things. Every day you're coming in and executing the way you should be executing. And it's not always going to go your way. You're going to get your ass kicked some days. You're going to have your stop loss get turned around and fucking hit immediately. That's part of it. But you've got to understand, you've got to have that system. So like, for example, for me, I know that if I take more than 2 losses, not more, if I take 2 losses in a session, I am done, period. No questions asked. The only 2 times that I have stepped out of that, I've paid dearly. And those 2 accounts are the most recent excuse. Got a big head, paid myself on both accounts, and then turn around and you think you're all that, and then you step outside your system and your money goes bye-bye. And that's not a mistake. So you've got to stick with your system. Cannot stress that enough. So do not trade based off emotions. Know when to step away. Know when to get up off the charts. These are all just key things, but I just kind of want to lay a foundation out for what you guys are viewing here. Anybody can do this. Anybody can go in and start and learn, and that's exactly why I created the group. So, and with anything as well, starting a business, life insurance, annuity products, if you're a financial advisor and you're looking a way to, better communicate with investors, um, these are all things that I want, people to come in and share this space. So that was really all I had for you today, guys. Again, so we came in, played macro on New York session, and all we simply played was price flushing back through this inefficiency and sweeping lows. Nothing more. Very simple. Don't want to overcomplicate it. In the next videos that I have coming up, I am going to explain exactly my system, when I trade, and break down everything that I do so you people can understand from here on out the trades that I'm taking. I know that I said that I was going to do that last video, but as life happens, we are just this is live. This is true. This is raw. This isn't scripted. This isn't planned. I don't have a little video format for you guys. This was live trading today, so I'm hopping in the markets and I'm educating and I'm showing you guys what I do. So thank you all. I appreciate your viewership, your love. Thank you. Please continue to dive in and learn and better yourselves. Don't be scared. Please reach out to me on the YouTube or in my Discord or on my social media. Please feel free to reach out. I am here to help and to be of aid and to help steer in the right direction so we can all go absolutely fucking kill it. So thank you all again. This is Gavin Cisneros, and what you're watching is Discovery Trading. Beautiful group that I created to help everybody educate and become the best versions of themselves that they can possibly become. So thank you all again, and I will catch you guys on the flip. Much love.